Imagine doubling your sales in just 6 months. Sounds impossible? I know. A lot of people gave me that look, but I proved them to be skeptic and wrong in time. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a certain sales parameters that, if measured, if observed, and if acted upon, can change the way you are selling, can change the way your team is selling. So let me start by highlighting how important parameters are in sales. So a lot of organizations are not paying close enough attention to measuring what is happening within their sales department. So a lot of people are working, they're selling, there are new products coming in, and there are bigger goals being set, and so on and so forth. But oftentimes, no one or almost no one is looking at the broader picture, meaning that we are not paying close enough attention to what is happening in the actual pipeline or pipelines and what is happening with different salespeople. Sales parameters can enable us not only to observe how the opportunities are being nurtured, how they are traveling throughout our funnel, but also can help us understand how our sales machine is working. Is it working properly? Are there any obstacles? Are there any problems that are recurring or that are happening to either individuals or to the whole organization? And if we are able to spot the problem and spot the challenge, we can find the root causes and hopefully eliminate them, or at least improve the process. And when it comes to sales, especially B2B sales, if you improve the process, then you are starting to make more money. And this is what sales teams are actually supposed to do, right? First parameter that you should look at is average deal size. This is actually the average revenue that is generated from one deal. It can help you to understand the revenue potential, and it can help you also to plan better for future. I recommend to look at average deal size in a broader context. So what is the source of this particular opportunity? Is it our website? Is it our networking? Is it network of a particular sales individual? And so on and so forth. If we look at the source, then we might be able to spot the exact place in which to look for more great opportunities. You can also try to correlate the average deal size with a particular pipeline. And therefore, you might be able, like I did in the past, determine that, for example, one product group is not actually making you a lot of money, although it's consuming a lot of time. And you might decide to ditch it completely. Or you will maybe find out that something that you have not paid close attention to just yet, it's an emerging product or a service, or you just didn't notice this particular product in the broader picture of the whole revenue of the organization, turns out to be far more profitable than some other deals or opportunities in different pipelines. The next parameter is average sales cycle length. It means the average time that it takes from first contact with a particular prospect to making a sale. It is the crucial element of the sales process. This is the main indicator or how efficient your sales process actually is. And if you are able to shorten the sales cycle, the average sales cycle length, you will be able to get your revenue quicker than you used to. So let's say that, for example, it takes around 3 to 6 months to sell a particular product within your business. If you can reduce this to an average of 2 months, then it means that you will start generating revenue far more quicker, and it can present you with a whole bunch of opportunities for your business. Here, I also recommend you to look at the average sales cycle length in the context of pipelines, in the context of salespeople, product groups, and so on and so forth. It can paint an interesting picture for you, and you will be able to determine and to plan actually marketing activities better, because if that something will take on average 6 months, then getting leads even tomorrow will not get you to a certain point that you need to be, for example, in 3 months. Just an example, but it can just help you make informed decisions. Before I move to the next one, make sure to subscribe to our channel if you're finding this video interesting. The next parameter that you should definitely, and I mean definitely, look at is the number of new leads. Number of new leads represents the number of potential customers that have expressed interest in your product or service. It directly impacts your sales machine, your revenue, and your goals. I recommend you to look at the amount of leads in the context time. So track it weekly, quarterly, monthly, and see if there are patterns that are emerging. Maybe your business is doing better at the end of the year, a majority of IT industry. Maybe if you are in fashion business, then probably months between June and August might be far better for you. There are different trends and different things that affect our businesses, and observing these trends can help you to understand better if there are things that you can do, that you can plan in order to prepare yourself for the upcoming months or even years. And also analyze the lead sources in order to determine which of the channels, like cold calling, cold mailing, website, social media, Google Ads campaign, Meta campaigns, blah, 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 is generating the biggest amount of leads for your business. The next parameter that you might consider to look at are conversion rates. There are different types of conversions. And in this video, what I'm trying to highlight is the conversion of your leads to opportunities, meaning the amount of particular people interested in your products or services from website, from cold calls and any other types of marketing activities that you might be doing actually is turning into an opportunity. So the realistic chance to sell them something. And these kinds of conversion rates will tell you a lot about different sources of leads and the amount of opportunities that are being, let's say, born from these channels of lead generation. It can help you to understand which marketing channels are the most efficient for your business, which is crucial. So the last parameter that I would like to tell you about are closing rates. So the closing rate is a parameter that tells you about the amount of opportunities or deals that are turning into actual customers, invoices, signed contracts, and so on and so forth. So if you have, like, for example, 20 leads per month and they are generating you 10 to 15 opportunities, then these opportunities are actually being then transferred to 5 paying customers. Then you are able to plan and determine how many leads, how many opportunities you need to have in order to hit certain revenue goals. Furthermore, if you are able to increase the closing rate within a particular pipeline, let's say that you are selling some sort of a consulting service like sales and marketing, for example, and you are getting 10 new potential deals or opportunities per month. And so far you've been closing with the average of 20%, meaning that 2 out of 10 opportunities are actually ending up with signed contract. If you are able to increase this by 50%, so from 2 to 3, you are actually looking at your potential revenue by 50%. Just an example, but what I'm trying to highlight here is that if you look at this parameter, you are able to probably spot the differences. And again, looking at closing rates for certain sales individuals, looking at closing rates for different pipelines and product groups, looking at closing rates in a broader picture can give you a lot of ideas about how to improve, what to do in order to get more of certain types of opportunities, and how you can transfer the current level of closing rate for one product group to another in order to have the same success with this new product, or determine that it's not possible. I hope it makes sense. Looking at your sales parameters and tracking them regularly can change the way you are operating, and I highly encourage you to do so. If you do not know where to start, or you would like to understand a bit better, watch a couple of my tutorials on Pipedrive, which is a great CRM that I've been using for years, and I built 2 7-figure businesses using Pipedrive. If you are looking to understand a bit more about sales parameters, then do visit our website. I have a couple of blog posts when I'm diving deeper into the actual sales parameters. If you would like to get some more information about sales parameters and how do they fit within your business and what can you do in order to make it more efficient, just leave the question down in a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer or record a separate video on that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe to our channel if you think that it's interesting, and make sure to leave a thumbs up. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.